Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday and you're tuned in to the news at noon, where we bring you the latest updates from around the country. I'm Isani Cayetano, and here's what's making headlines today. A 13-year-old Guatemalan student is missing in Belize. Belize launches national training to strengthen child protection reporting. All aboard National Bus Company proposal aims to drive Belize into a smarter, greener future. And San Pedro ditches high-tech for hard work in battle against sargassum. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
Every night, I bring you the stories that matter, delivering the facts with professionalism and heart. As an anchor, my goal is to keep you informed, connected, and engaged with the world around us. But the news isn't just about the headlines. I'm Sabrina Daly, and each week we look on the bright side with stories that inspire, uplift, and celebrate the strength of our community. Join me every night as we uncover stories that inform, inspire, and connect us. I am News 5.
Welcome back. A community is gripped by worry as the search intensifies for a missing 13-year-old girl. Lizzie Sontekum, a bright primary school student, vanished on what seemed like an ordinary Monday. Every day, Lizzie and her younger siblings crossed the border from Melchor, Guatemala to attend school in San Jose Socots, a routine their family has carefully managed for years. But this time, something went terribly wrong. Lizzie told a friend her aunt would be picking her up just before 1 p.m., but she never returned to class. Her parents, living on opposite sides of the border, say they have no idea where she is, and the only aunt she has in Belize, she hasn't seen her either. We spoke with Lizzie's grandmother, Oralia Rosado, who shared her heartbreak and confusion as the family clings to hope. Here's what she had to say.
My son say that he always bring them in the morning, and in the evening he take him back because they don't come out from school because they are in the feeding program, and they used to stay in school half day. I think yesterday they called him telling that she no appear in class at 1. And we get worried, and we went to see the principal what happened, but the principal saying don't know nothing, only the children saying that she told a student that 12:45 her aunt will come and get her. When the teacher noticed that she no come in class, that's what happened, that she tell the principal, and the principal called the mom, and from that time we hear that she disappeared.
Was there an aunt that was scheduled to pick her up indeed?
No, she no have no aunt. She no have no aunt. She only speak with a student that is more old than her, and they don't want the police to speak to the student because say that her mom need to be close to her. I know that there is a warden and the school have camera, and they say that they don't see her. Wow. Only the student saying that she told her that 12:45 her aunt will come and get her, but she no have no aunt. Only the mom have an aunt there in San Felipe.
In a move to strengthen Belize's child protection system, the Department of Human Services has launched a national training program for frontline social workers. The week-long initiative, which kicked off on Monday in Belize City, is all about sharpening the skills needed to produce high-quality, court-ready reports that play a vital role in protecting vulnerable children. Led by social policy expert Dr. Greg Nunes and supported by UNICEF, the training covers everything from social inquiry to custody and adoption reports, ensuring that social workers are better equipped to advocate for the best interests of every child.
If we're to be concerned about the best interests of children, then we must be serious in continued education and training that impact the paramount consideration in all cases. To properly serve families and children, the court requires accurate reports, social workers who understand the importance of law and its legal requirements, Without continued training for social officers, we will have failed our society at large. I am most grateful for the desk review and subsequent revision of the court-mandated social reports, the SIRs. They focus on ensuring accuracy, objectivity, and an adherence to establishing standards for social workers and the practice. In final, if we are serious about the work we do, my recommendations are as follows. To ensure that we have enhanced training for report writers on standardized report writing and objective assessments. Continued training for social officers in capacity building. Continued training on court practices and procedures for social workers.
Major changes could be coming to the way we travel across the country. This morning in Belize City, Minister of Transport Dr. Louis Zabane sat down with members of the media to share an ambitious vision for the future of public transportation. At the heart of it all, a proposed national bus company that aims to modernize the entire transport sector. Dr. Zabane laid out how a public-private partnership could transform the daily commute, making it more efficient, more reliable, and more comfortable for everyone. He says it's not just about buses, it's about building a smarter, greener, and more connected Belize. Let's take a listen to some of what was said by the minister during this morning's briefing.
When I spoke to Mr. Shah, I said, you know, we've discussed this 2 or 3 times already, that we cannot give them that information until we do the evaluation. We need the data, we need the information, otherwise it will be guesstimates. And then when you say the guesstimate, the half, and then when you get the information, I say, oh, see, when they give you wrong information or they try trick you and so, now we have to do this thing the right way. We have to give the time that is necessary for the auditors to do their work and then present us with the data. Then we can take that data and do a proper projection, because now we have information of the cost structure, we have proper information of how a small operator compares to a large operator, and what would likely be the cost structure for the consolidated company. Then when you have that, then you can give them a comparison. You can say, okay, this is what you're doing right now. See your monthly flows there, and this is what the national company would be doing, and see based on your shareholding, see what your flows will look like, and that way you can give them that info. But it needs a few more months of information coming in that we can rely on.
If you've ever strolled along the beautiful beaches of San Pedro, you've probably encountered it, that thick brown seaweed known as Sarasum. It's smelly, it's stubborn, and it's back. But this year, the San Pedro Town Council is rolling up its sleeves, literally. Instead of waiting on high-tech solutions or costly cleanup crews, they're going old school, shovels, wheelbarrows, and a whole lot of elbow grease. We're talking about a hands-on mission to reclaim the shoreline, and it's already making waves. We had a chat with biodiversity scientist Valentin Rosado to learn more about this community-driven cleanup and what it could mean for the future of the island's beaches.
As an island, we have been dealing with Sarasum for, I believe we're on year 16, maybe year 17 right now. So the San Pedro Town Council is focused on Town Core, which is about a mile from the bridge all the way to the library. And that's where the focus of the Town Council has been. My involvement has been mostly to come in and advise in figuring out how to be a little bit more efficient with the cleanup, and then also to come up with some baseline information that would help us, look at lessons learned here on the island, other areas, and how to tackle the situation as much as possible. Because unfortunately, if we get it every year, and if nothing's done about it, then we live here, we have to smell it every year, and it's not a nice thing. The main strategy is getting out of the water as quick as possible. I know that one of the big challenges that we keep seeing is all these solutions that people try to come up with, big machinery, how can we make the Sarasum disappear? How can we have some kind of bigger effort? And from what we have been looking at, the main thing is getting out of the water, and manual is cheaper and a lot more efficient, right? It might not seem that way, but the thing is that it becomes overwhelming when we have areas that there's no focus, and then 1 day pass, 2 day pass, 3 day pass, and you have that whole accumulation of Sarasum. It begins to smell, and it becomes sometimes it begins to be super overwhelming. So what we have done here is we've established specific locations and we're assigning people that as early as possible, the moment we see Sargassum begin to wash in, we put as much vehicles and as much staff as possible to tackle that area.
That's a wrap for the news at noon, but don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit greaterbelize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.